I'm doing a class on forward folds. So basically bringing the head below the heart in a lot of situations. This is in terms of muscles, the hamstrings. So working on those a lot. So if you have tight hamstrings, this might be a good one for you, or a terrible one for you. I don't know. Some people really hate stretching their hamstrings. So I'll definitely do some modifications if you're not there yet. When I think of forward folds, when I was kind of thinking of the class and putting it together, I really kind of kept thinking about like bowing and what does that mean. I mean, there's a lot of cultures that bow. In our Japanese culture, bowing instead of shaking a hand, or that's a greeting, is a sign of respect, and kind of thinking of that for yourself, bowing to yourself and what that means, kind of bringing your head to your heart or below your heart, and honoring what's in your heart center. Is the way I like to think about it as well, especially when it comes to your practice and yoga, and really trying to take your mind out of it and using your heart brain instead of your head brain, your intellectual brain, and kind of what that means for your practice. So also forward folds are really great for kind of bringing down the nervous system, kicking on that parasympathetic nervous system. So it's also a really great way to just kind of force yourself to relax as well, and clear the mind, because again, kind of lowering that head below the heart can be relaxing. So, like this, if people are hyperventilating or freaking out, put your head between your legs, because you're literally like getting close to the floor. You're bringing that head below the heart, getting blood to the brain, that sort of thing. Kind of different than actual like an inversion. Inversions can be more of a like totally feet overhead sort of things. Can be a little more energizing. We'll do some of those too, not full inversions like a headstand or handstand, but really keeping the feet on the floor, bringing the head down below the heart as well. So anyway, so just kind of think of that throughout class. When you bow, maybe that's more honoring yourself instead of something outside of yourself in your practice. So, okay, hands on the knees. Eyes closed down, shoulders away from the ears. Let's just start breathing in and out through the nose. Filling the body with breath. Opening up the belly with the inhale, bringing the belly button towards the back of the spine on the exhale. Making each breath longer and deeper. And when you're ready, let's place the hands on the knees and start doing Sufi grinds. Big circles with the chest, big circles with the hips. Try to sync your breath with your motion. And switch direction. Inhale, nice straight spine. Hold the breath, roll the eyes that there, pull up on that pelvic floor. Take another sip of air. Exhale, relax. And let's come lying all the way down on our back. You can start with just a little bit of engaging the core, some core work. So let's place the hands on the mat, tuck them under the hips slightly, and you can either just lift one leg at a time, up and down. Inhale, leg up, exhale it down, or both at the same time. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale. Just a couple more. And finish with heels on the mat. And then let's bring the feet up, bend the knees. Bring the heels to touch the fingertips. And bring the palms outside of the hips a little bit again. Feet flat on the mat, lift the toes, place them back down. And we're just going to start inhale, pushing the hips up to bridge. Exhale, roll. Focus on the glutes and your hamstrings with these bridges. Make sure you're holding the knees steady like you're holding a ball or a block in between the knees. And just engage, see where you're engaging in your glutes and hamstrings to get your hips up there. We're just going to kind of, before we really stretch out your hamstrings, I'm just going to engage that muscle a little bit. Couple more in there. And all right. And then your last one, place the hips down, bring the knees into the chest, rock side to side on the spine. And then when you're ready, rock up and down on the spine a couple times. Get that momentum. Massage out the spine as well. And then come all the way up and through to hands and knees. And we're going to again engage those hamstrings a little bit. So let's just bring with the knee bent and the heel flex, let's bring that right leg up. Now we're just going to pump the right leg up a couple times. Again, it's kind of engaging low back, glute, hamstring area. Nice deep breaths. All warmed up. A couple more. And then reach that leg long, flex that heel and that foot, and release the knee down. Left knee, come on up, flex the foot, and pump. And a couple more times. Reach that leg long, and lower it down. Now let's open the knees wide, sit back on the heels, child's pose. Breathe. Find your breath, open up the belly, open up the low back.
And again, when you're ready, put some weight in the hands, shift forward, tuck the toes, and shift back to downward facing dog. Heels towards the mat, they don't have to touch the mat. I'm more concerned about the belly towards the thighs, opening up that low back sit bones nice and high. Insides of your elbows, roll them up to the ceiling. Shake the head no, shake it yes. If you like, you can pedal out the feet a few times. But then just find a place of stillness here in your dog. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward, step, hop, jump to meet the hands. And let's come into our first forward fold. Feet about hip width distance, so you should be able just to put 2 fists in between the feet. That's hip width distance. Kind of crazy, it doesn't seem that much, but that's what it is. Any wider is a little wider than hip width distance, and any shorter is opposite shorter. So that's always kind of a good thing to reference when you're in a forward fold and you want it to be shoulder width apart. All right, let's grab opposite elbows here if you'd like. If your hamstrings are really tight, please, all I want is bend the knees as much as you like. Help open up that lower back, and then maybe, if you like, just straighten the knees until you get to a point where you can be there. And rock side to side with the hands around the elbows. Let the head in. Because this is our first forward fold, so your hamstrings and your legs are not as warmed up yet, so don't worry about getting too low. Do what you can do that's comfortable, but also you're, expanding in the pose. All right, inhale, halfway. Exhale, forward. Inhale, reach all the way up. Hips forward, exhale, come on down to Asana. All right, inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward. Inhale. Exhale, place the hands on the mat, step back, chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Inhale, up dog or baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, let's inhale, right leg tall. Exhale, right foot in between the hands. Spin that left heel down. Come on up, warrior one. Inhale. Exhale, open it up, warrior two. Inhale, straighten that front knee. On your next inhale, reach forward with the front hand. Hips go back. Exhale. Swing the arms down so you're open up into a triangle. Inhale, come on. Exhale, we're going to shift the feet. So our sides of our feet are parallel to the mat, facing forward or backwards. I'm going to turn around here so you can see me and I can talk better. All right, so from here, we're going to interlace the fingers behind the back. If interlacing your fingers is not comfortable, you can always just grab opposite elbows as well. Inhale, open up the chest here. Exhale, forward fold. Let that head hang. Again, you can put some bend in the knee here. No need to lock out the knees unless that feels good and you're there. Make sure your head is hanging. Shake your nose, shake it yes. Breathe. Also, if this is just too much for the hands, you can always bring them down, bring the thumbs into the tailbone and try to reach the elbows towards each other. That'll also help open up your chest as well. Inhale, come on up. And exhale, release the hands.
And let's rotate the feet to triangle on the other side. So the left leg is forward, right leg is back. And we're gonna reach the arms up. Reach forward, hips go back, and bring the hands down to triangle. Come on, out of our triangle. Bring that back arm up and around. Square the hips, square the chest towards that left leg. And let's reach forward. Hold here for a second. Take a few breaths. Reach the crown of the head tall. Inhale. Exhale to a forward fold over that front leg side. Intense side stretch here. Nose towards the knee. Bring that left hip back, right hip forward. Breathe. Again, tight hamstrings, a little bend in that knee, that's fine. No need to lock out the knee here if that's something that's really not available. Also, blocks are your friend as well. They make you better at yoga. They're not a crutch, I promise. They're something that can really help you open up your posture. Like here, there's so much more opening in my hips now that I have blocks, and I really feel like pushing that hip back, pushing that left hip back, right hip forward. No shame in using blocks. It doesn't make you less tough or something like that. I used to feel that way, and I do not anymore, because it really does help find that place in each posture. All right, and from here, let's inhale. And exhale, we're gonna bend that front knee and come into a little bit. So come up on the ball of that right foot in the back here. Bring down the knee and the top of the foot. Inhale, come on up, Anjali. There you go. Exhale, lower the hands down. Bring the seat towards the right heel. I always curl my toes in the back and then come back and fold over that left leg. Flex the foot on the left foot. Again, forward fold. Nice deep breath. And come on forward. Come on, up on that leg. Spin the heel down again. Come on up to warrior one. Warrior two. And we're going to straighten that front leg. Pivot so you're back in center here. And again, we're going to interlace the fingers behind the back or grab opposite elbows here. Inhale. Exhale forward. Let that head hang. Breathe deep. Bend the knees if you need to. Make sure the sides of your feet by the pinky toe is parallel with the sides of your mat. They can either be there, or if you like, you can also bring the heels out, toes in slightly. All right, inhale, come on up. Exhale, we're going to turn to that warrior two now with the right foot in front, left foot in back. And now we're going to straighten that front leg. Bring that right arm Up and over, square the hips, square the chest. Sorry, left arm, my right, left is screwing, so I'm trying to do it so you guys can see. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, reach forward, hold there, take a few breaths. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold over that right leg this time. Right hip goes back, left hip forward. Again, here, if you want to use blocks, place both your hands onto the blocks. Find that space in the hips. Bend the knee if you like in the front, that's totally fine. Nose towards the knee. All right. Come up on the ball of the back foot, bend that front knee, lower down the knee, and go left. Come on up, Anjali. Inhale. Exhale, lower the hands and push the seat back, flex that front foot, hold over that right leg. Come on forward, come up on the ball of that foot, spin the heel down, come on up, warrior one, open it up, warrior two. And let's cartwheel the arms down, place the hands on either side of the foot, step back, downward facing dog. When you're ready, walk the hands back to meet the feet into another forward fold. Again, you can hang hands on opposite elbows and rock side to side. And when you're ready, roll very slowly all the way up to standing. Little bend in the knee, vertebra by vertebra, come on up. Last thing to come up is your head. And let's roll the shoulders up towards the ears. Inhale, exhale, roll it back down, palms face forward, Tadasana. All right, inhale, reach up, press the hips forward, exhale, swan dive, forward fold. And let's walk the hands up to a downward dog again. And then let's bring the knees down, seat towards the heels, into a child's pose. Breathe. Bring the hands, walk them towards the knees, sitting on hands and knees. Sorry, heels and knees. Come on up, rock pose, and now we're going to kind of transition into some seated forward folds. So let's interlace the hands behind the back, or you can grab onto opposite elbows. If sitting on your heels hurts, place a block between your heels, whichever height is comfortable, and sit on the block. You're here, you can interlace the fingers or grab opposite elbows. Inhale. Exhale, come on forward, forehead towards the mat, reach those arms up. And
Come on.
Exhale, release. And let's swing the feet out in front of us. And together we'll do a seated forward fold here. Flex the feet, reach up with the hands. If you have a strap handy or a belt or anything, a towel, that'd be great. If you have tight hamstrings, we're going to try to keep the legs straight for this one. Not trying to bend the knees to make it easier on the hamstrings. So if that just means you're reaching forward slightly and that's all you can do, or you might not even be able to come forward, that might be too much on your hamstrings. Then just sit arms elevated here, trying to keep that straight back. Legs open. Or sorry, legs straight. Inhale here if you can though. And exhale, come forward, reaching for the toes, ankles, shins. Your belly is not on your thighs. Look towards your ankles, that's where your gaze is, or your big toe. If your belly is on your thighs, look down kind of in between the knees and between the shins. And if you do have your toes, grab opposite pinky toes, not opposite, but the pinky toes with the hands, and pull the pinky toes towards you. Kind of flatten the feet here. Kind of gives a different sensation. Crown the head nice and long. Back is straight. We're bending at the hips, not at the waist. Trying to keep your knees straight. Again, this may be very challenging. Do your best, do what you can. If you are here and touching your toes or maybe your ankles or your shins, try inhaling, chest open, and looking up, and then exhale, bring the elbows towards the mat. And then you can straighten out that crown of your head. Inhale here. Exhale, just lower down. Feel free to bend the knees, whatever you need to do, and just let gravity do the work. Open up the palms to the sky and just slump over. Relax the legs. Splay the feet if you like, and breathe. And inhale, lower. Exhale, open up the legs to a large V here. And we're going to come down through the center, reaching for the center. Flex the feet here. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, reach for the center and down. Again, bending at the hips. Don't bend just at the waist and the chest. And do this and bring the head back to the mat. That's not what we're doing. Chest forward. Again, try to keep the knees straight here. Don't bend them to make it easier on the hamstrings or your groin muscles. Just go as far as you can to where you're like, okay, that's good. I can be here for a while and breathe. Not where you're like, I can't. I'm just holding my breath and like gritting and bearing it. Back off a little bit. Breathe here. See what it feels like to kind of roll the hips forward. Roll forward on those sit bones. If you are down far enough and you want a little extra, you can come into tortoise pose. So what this is you're going to kind of lift the knees, bring each leg up, and then bring a hand and arm under each knee, bringing the chin or the forehead towards the mat. Breathing. It's definitely not one you want to be able to like get up and run away really fast with.
All right, and when you're ready, release those hands as best you can, not awkward as you can. The full pose, you actually like bring your arms behind you and bring your feet up over your head. It's crazy, but it's a really good connecting pose. All right, inhale, come on up. And exhale, bring the feet together and shake out. All right, and let's lower down all the way down. Onto our backs here. I'm just going to open up the chest here with fish pose just to kind of help counterbalance anything of tucking the chin in. So let's come up on the elbows, reach the chest high, bring the head back in. Inhale, bring that chin towards the chest. Come on up, exhale, and let's bring the feet together, bound angle pose. Knees apart. You can open up the feet like pages of a book or press to keep them together, whichever you can prefer. Inhale, chest open. Exhale, forward fold. Try to bring your elbows on the outsides of your shins. Don't use your elbows to kind of crank down your legs. Bring them on the outside of your shins. Fold the chest towards the hands, or towards the hands and the feet. Crown of the head comes long. Reach it towards the front of the room. And breathe. Yeah, come on. Exhale, feet long. Legs long. Bring one ankle and heel to one corner of the mat, one ankle and heel to the other corner, and roll all the way down. Flat on your back, palms facing up. Spread out as big as you want, like a starfish if you like. Splaying the feet. Gently pick up the chest, tuck it in the shoulder blades. Pick up the head, tuck the chin slightly, keeping the back of the neck nice and long, and breathe in. Take a deep inhale through the nose, fill in the belly. Exhale out the nose, bring relaxation all the way down to your toes. Again, inhale. Exhale, relaxation. One more time, inhale. Exhale, relaxation. You can either stay in Shavasana or you can join me in closed cloud. Start wiggling the fingers and toes, breathing deeper into the belly. Inhale, reach the arms tall, stretch, flex and point the toes. Exhale, bring the knees into the chest. Rock side to side. Let's just do a quick spinal twist here so we can bring the arms to a T, palms face down. And let's bring the knees to the left, look to the right. Inhale here. Exhale, twist. Inhale, bring those knees back. Exhale, bring the knees to the right, look to the left. Inhale here. Exhale, twist. Inhale, bring the knees back to center. Bring the hands around the knees. You can either rock up and down on the spine here, come up to seated that way, or just come over to the side, push yourself up, and come to seated. Hands in prayer on the chest. Thank yourself for coming here to your mat today, breathing and moving your body. Thank my teachers and my teachers' teachers. All the way back to the people of India who brought us yoga. Love to all, light to all, peace to all, taking a nice deep inhale. Bowing forward to yourself, honoring your practice. Sat Nam. Thank you. See you next time.